From Target Field in Minneapolis, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill for the Twins, Simeon Woods Richardson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. Going gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that's in there for a strike. A little slider that finds the mark.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's too low. Ball 2. The Blue Jays off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. That one not close, and that's ball 3.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up, and it gets the players fired up too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Ball. Just starting out here at Target Field. Woods Richardson goes 6 feet 3 inches, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Fouled off left side. And the right-hander's 3-1. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Dalton Varsho, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Swings through that one. Struck him out looking. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now 1-0. Back at Target Field. And the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Change. Low outside.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Yes, Slider. He did. That's a swing.
Inside. Slider. Middle inside.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Slider, middle inside.
That's inside, ball.
Circle change, low inside.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. On to first. A great play deep in the hole. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Royce Lewis.
Yeah, and just 1 hit in the series coming in. So this pitching staff has really had his number. I'm sure he's maybe a little frustrated about it too. So we'll see if the trend continues or if he brings a little extra fire to the plate. Yeah, I know you like that fire, Boog, kind of like your hair.
Outside.
See if he can get something going in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sanchez under it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit.
Knuckle curve, low middle.
And that one missing low.
4-seam fastball, low inside. 4-seam fastball, low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Circle change, low middle.
Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We finished 1 inning here in Minneapolis. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Twins 0. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up. nasty
Ball, that's
backdoor
outside.
slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
On the ground right
That's
side.
a foul ball.
And it goes just foul. The 1-2. Out towards right center field. Outman on the move. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. 4 for 12 in the series so far. Swings through that one out in front that time. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Now the 0-1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Swings through that. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Jesus Sanchez,
No, that missed.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. That one
That's the ball.
outside. Ball 1. That's
Down,
a little bit
ball.
low. And that's
That's the
outside.
ball.
In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Cody Clemens.
Circle change. Low outside. Circle change. Low outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
And the 0-1.
Ball outside.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Ball, that's low.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Now one
That's
miss.
the ball, that's down.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And it's filled up.
Circle change. Low outside.
Payoff pitch. Bounced out to short. Jimenez tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
batting fifth, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way.
Knuckle
Sometimes
curve.
guys just want to set their
Low
timing
middle.
later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike
Knuckle
two.
curve. Low outside.
And that
Ball.
skips in the dirt.
Slider. Middle outside. Slider. Middle outside.
Outside.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Ball low.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And the 1-0.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
That's through there for a strike.
Circle change. Low middle.
That one just
That's a ball.
misses.
Outside.
And that's ball two.
Really good take, especially with two
Slider.
strikes.
Middle inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Breaking ball, and
You
that
hit
got
him.
him.
You got him.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 12.
Runner at first with two away. Gio Urshela will hit next. Just one hit and 10 at bats so far in this series.
Circle change. Middle center. Circle change. Middle center.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2
Batting
outs.
eighth,
Oh, no
the
waiting
shortstop.
around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Swing.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive
Circle
base hit.
change.
Brooks
Low
Lee,
inside.
the next to hit. There's the
Heck
strike.
one.
Circle change. Low middle.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect
Middle
mode.
inside.
Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a high fly ball to right. Tracks it down for the out. That is the inning. So they strand a pair. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Twins nothing. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Welcome back.
Leading off
Let's
for
take a look at how the series has
second
played out
baseman,
so far.
Bernie Clement.
Ernie Clement leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Hitless in the series so far. Out towards right center field. Walner on the move to the alley. And there's 2 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
George Springer.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Springer with some impressive production lately. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Misses outside. Ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's outside.
Nope, ball.
It's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Outside
Ball.
low. Full count now. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So 2 down, and next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This to third, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Struck out swinging his first time. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. In the air to left center. And that is that. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back in Minnesota, and now for the Twins, James Outman.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Nope. Ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Slider. Low inside.
Ground ball right side. Clement slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
For the Twins, the designated hitter, number 9, Trevor.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Now it's the DH, Trevor Larnach. Grounded out his first time on.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
On an 0-0 count, not every
Slider.
strike is a
Middle
good
outside.
strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Slider. Middle inside.
Inside. Ball 1.
Slider. Low inside.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Still
He's
able
out.
to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So up next for Minnesota,
Slider.
Luke Keeschel.
Middle inside.
Fly to left his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Guerrero the toss to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Down go the Twins in order. They trail things here 2-0. Back at target field. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Swinging a foul straight back. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack it in the box.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
The third baseman, Addison.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to center his first time. The 0-1. That clips a corner. Barger wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. That one almost got him.
Hey!
2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That missed by a lot. Full count now. Swing and a ball popped up. Keeschel settles underneath it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
So up next, Davis Schneider. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Oh, he gloves it. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Twins, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Bieber back to work. Wallner
Ball.
takes
That's
slow
down.
second trip to the plate in this one.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again
Inside.
today.
Ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
The 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Got him. One away.
Up next for the Twins, the left
And
fielder,
here's a
number
look at how
2,
he's using his
Cody
pitches in this one.
Clemens.
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Yo, 1.
That's down. That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And a swing and a miss.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Got him out on the front
third
foot.
baseman,
Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and
Lewis.
played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Down to third
Four-seam
baseman,
fastball.
Royce Lewis.
High outside.
He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses.
No, that
there,
missed. That's a ball.
And that is ball 1.
Four-seam
2 down,
fastball.
nobody on. We're
Middle
here in the
inside.
bottom of the 4th.
Hey!
Slider. Middle outside.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Here's a high chopper. Jimenez throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Sanchez.
Sanchez
Yeehaw!
batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Bullpen action for the Twins. Anthony Banda, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Topa, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 0-1.
Ball. That's a ball. That's inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Line to left.
That's
and
ball.
Foul ball. That pitch
No, that
just
missed. That's a
misses the
ball.
inside corner. Ball 3. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Simeon Woods Richardson done for the afternoon, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for the
New arm
Twins,
out of the bullpen,
number
Anthony
43.
Banda.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This one in the air, center field. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Jimenez flied to right his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. A little bit low.
No, that's low.
And the count
Ball.
is filled up. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to
No,
second.
he's safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second.
No, ball.
The 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So the Twins pen delivers in that spot. Home half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Twins nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back in Minnesota, and now the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini.
Four-seam fastball.
Caratini.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
A little bit high.
That's up. That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
He's
No, that's
just
it.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-1 now.
Slider. Middle outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now here's Gio Urshela. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one sliced foul.
Circle change. Low middle.
Check swing. He held up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Middle outside. Knuckle curve. Low middle. Knuckle curve. Low middle.
The count 2-1. Swings through that one.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Low outside.
This ball's chopped on the ground.
Foul ball!
And that's foul.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss.
Four-seam
Third
fastball.
foul ball
High
in a row.
outside.
2-2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
And next for
Four-seam
Minnesota,
fastball.
Brooks
High
Lee.
outside.
Slide to right his first time. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Fought off foul.
Now this
Four-seam
offense has
fastball.
just been locked
Low
down.
inside.
Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Here's the 0-2. Just
That missed. That's a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
That's down
Ball.
and in. The
Four-seam
Jays
fastball.
leading
High
by 2.
inside.
Last half of inning number
Four-seam
5.
fastball. High inside.
And
D-Ray!
that's a strikeout looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching for the
David
Twins,
Vesta on the
number
pitch here.
58.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Hoo-yah!
Vladdy working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll
That's a
probably
ball.
right the ship soon.
Ripped to third and caught.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 5, Dalton.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit. Good
Ball.
slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they have their first hit since the third
Up
inning.
next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman,
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw.
No,
Save.
he beat it.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Now at the plate, Davis Schneider. That one is absolutely belted. Slams off the bottom of the wall. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Twins nothing. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Man.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Foul ball there.
Slider. Middle inside.
No, that's in.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 1-1.
That's in. Ball.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Swings and chases a low one there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Taps softly to the right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, number 9, Trevor.
And now the DH, Trevor Larnach.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
One.
The
Four-seam
Blue
fastball.
Jays leading by
High
3
outside.
here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Low inside.
The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Circle change. Low outside.
The changeup
That's a ball.
missing. Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in
He's
time.
in there. Hey.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Number 15, second baseman,
Luke Keeschel digs in now. Keeschel swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home.
Four-seam fastball. High middle. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That one lifted to left. Sanchez under this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
up next for the Twins, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Now a chance for Matt Wallner.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Slider. Middle outside.
That one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Slider. Middle inside.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at target field, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Sanchez.
This one in the air right field, and there's one down.
The batter, number 22, second baseman,
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey, ha!
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez. On the ground out to short, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And the batter is George Springer.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Line drive. And that is that. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back in Minnesota. Well, Siggy, we featured him at the top of the show, and wow, what a performance so far.
Yeah, from the first pitch, he's been in full command. No drama, just results out there. Yet another stellar outing and likely victory.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Clemens leading things off and takes a strike.
Low middle.
Late on that fastball.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Royce Lewis getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field, and it falls. And a man aboard.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That's it for Shane Bieber. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
new pitcher now for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Sinker. Middle outside.
And here is Victor Caratini. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Sinker. Low outside. Sinker. Low outside.
Close.
That missed. That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. First and second, 1 out. Here's Gio Urshela, 1 for 2.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Tying run at the plate. That one way outside. And the count 1-2.
Slider. Low outside.
The next
That's
offering
the ball.
misses. And it's 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Sinker. Low inside.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Brooks lead. The next Twin up to hit. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
Outside
Ball.
low. And 1-1.
Sinker.
The Twins with the tying run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball. Play made. That ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They trail it here 3-0. We go to the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that one is in for a strike.
Ball.
Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 1 for 3. He swings and fouls one off. Just
Ball.
missed.
Outside.
Right side.
Foul.
And a foul ball. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses.
That's the ball.
Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
One out man at first. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. And a big swing and a miss. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. And misses inside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at first, one away. In the dirt. Payoff pitch. And ball four, two aboard.
Ball four.
First and second, one out. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 on, 1 out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
He boots it. Coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. David Festa departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Justin
Twins,
Topa gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. And that one fouled off. The Jays trying to break this one open. And we're in the top of the 8th. Pitch gets away. But all the runners hold. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zebby Matthews loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Outside, and the count's even at 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. got him swinging for the pay. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Barger, the runner at third. Schneider at first, 2 out of the inning. In the air, left field. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back in Minnesota, ready for the bottom of the 8th. James Outman getting ready to hit.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Slider. Middle inside.
Here's your 1. Swing and a miss.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Just
No,
misses
that
with
missed.
that one.
Sinker. Middle outside.
2-2.
Yeah.
Outside corner, got him looking. Outman wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. No challenges left for them now. Back to the top of the order, digging in, Trevor Larnach.
Sinker. Low outside.
Yeah.
Slider.
The Twins
Middle
down by
inside.
4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back.
Slider. Low inside.
And ball 1.
Sinker. Low outside.
Outside
Ball.
low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Sinker. Low outside.
Did he
Started to
go?
go after it. Now a look down to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there.
Sinker. Low inside.
And a payoff pitch. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And there's 2 away.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Luke.
2 outs, base is empty. Luke Keeschel will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Sinker. Low outside.
Hey. Ha.
Slider. Low outside. Slider. Low outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
Slider. Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. That's outside.
Ball out.
Now 1-2.
Slider. Low outside.
Now 1 missed.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Twins,
It's the top of the
number
ninth, and there's a new
52,
pitcher on the mound, Zebby Matthews.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Andres Jimenez digs in now.
Andres Jimenez.
Hike one.
That misses.
No, that's down.
And it's
Ball.
1-1. In there at the knees for a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And first offering is fouled off. Matthews, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Close one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cody Funderburk, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Line drive, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a strike.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key, throwing the ball where he wants to.
In there at the knees. Guerrero not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. And that's outside. Going to count 1 and 2. This one high in the air to left center. Clemens on the move to the gap, reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Base hit and a run comes in.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the center fielder,
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the 9th. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
That one is absolutely belted, and it bangs off the wall. Springer comes in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Picks himself up an RBI. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Now here is Davis Schneider. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And downstairs.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Two aboard, 2 outs. And that one hammered back there. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Zebby Matthews won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
They turn things over to the southpaw, Cody Funderburk.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. In there for strike 1. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And now 1-2. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Back at Target Field, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Matt Wallner getting ready to hit.
Wallner.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Now pitching for
Pitching
Toronto,
change here,
number
Brendan
54.
Little.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Cutter. Low middle.
First pitch swinging.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Swings through that.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
On the ground, Clement whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Twins, the left fielder, number 2, Cody.
Cody Clemens, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Sinker.
One down, base is
Low
empty
middle.
here in the 9th.
No, ball.
Sinker. Middle center.
Hiya!
Cutter. High middle.
And now it's even up.
Sinker. Low middle. Cutter. High outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Comes the 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
The Twins
Sinker.
down to their final out.
Middle outside.
Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Cutter. Low inside.
Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.